Well, sports fans, I guess you're all wondering why I brought you here this morning.
Yeah.
Could we just get on with this, please?
Pushy this morning, aren't you? What do you think?
Well, it's our friend who gave us the information on the cyanide.
Actually, it's only a sketch of him, but it's pretty good likeness, don't you think?
The only thing that's missing is the cigarette dangling out of his mouth. What are you up to?
More of a mystery is where he got the talent to draw that. It's pretty good likeness.
Thanks. Actually, I had one of the staff artists sketch it. If we can nail this guy, it'll be the beginning of the end for Lloyd.
And conveniently, the beginning of the end for Lloyd's marriage to Liza.
Liza? Oh, there you are.
Hi. Anything the matter?
No, just got up this morning. You were gone. I wanted to say good morning to you. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was just on my way out.
Oh, can you wait a few minutes? I'll give you a lift.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, but not really. I need to be
Are you
on
off
my
to
way
the
now.
exchange counter before the lines get too long? I hope that's not one of mine.
No, it's not. I just need to drop it off.
Well, have fun.
Okay.
I'll walk
bye.
you to the door.
Well,
Garvey.
Mrs. Kendall. Oh, I see you forgot to give someone their present. Wouldn't have to be for me.
Now, don't you listen to him. What I pay him is already enough of a gift. Come on in, George. Drive carefully now, sweetheart.
Okay.
My, you're certainly filled with the holiday cheer.
Yes, I guess it's your duty to tell me whether or not I ought to be.
Well, it's the matter of your ex-wife. I looked into her affairs, as you asked.
And? Oh, please, don't look like that. It can't be that bad.
To put it mildly, Lloyd, you're in big trouble.
Teresa.
Hi. I know I should have called you
No,
first.
not at all. You know you're welcome anytime. Well, don't you look lovely?
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you for my Christmas present.
Well, you can come in, you know.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Just for a moment, please.
Bella, do we have to go through this every time we do a story?
You mean find one that has a personal angle for you?
You know, it's quite possible that Lloyd created the cyanide crisis.
Well, for his own benefit. Look, he wouldn't be the first to do that. But Kendall didn't leak this stuff. He possibly just took advantage of knowing about it, but that's it.
You don't want to help out? Fine. I'm not going to be the one to say that Sonny and I did all of the legwork on this story while you've got all of the credit.
The informant did come to me.
Knowing you'd come to us.
Look, I wish I could help you, but you see, I don't want to get involved in some kind of a personal vendetta. And that's what this is.
Sonny, see if you can talk some sense into him.
He is right, Bella.
See?
Personal vendetta or no, we owe it to ourselves to find out why some guy would come out of nowhere, dump hot info in our laps, and then just disappear.
Look, we got the story. Who cares? Now, obviously you do.
That's right.
Tell me something. Would you be so enthusiastic if Liza and Lloyd were not the principals? Aye. So why don't you just drop this?
Because I'm already too involved. Professionally.
You hear that? Professionally?
This has nothing to do with my alleged involvement, does it? You only care about a story if you're going to get publicity and exposure.
Actually, that's true.
And you think this one's played out?
Well, actually, I think you have raised some interesting questions. I think I'll go along with you.
What's your interest?
Well, hopefully I'm doing an in-depth interview with Estelle Kendall.
Wrong Kendall.
Look, if I can nail her husband for illegally manipulating a situation for his own benefit, then I can get a lot more mileage out of her story, you see.
So for that altruistic reason, we can count you in, right?
Sure. Count me in.
George, you think you could be a little bit more specific? Big trouble's terribly dramatic, but it's not what I would call a very precise assessment of the situation.
Okay. Okay, I looked into the situation in San Marcos.
And what did you find? Was she up to something?
Oh, nothing we can nail her on. She's a very clever woman.
Well, what about that crooked ex-politico you were telling me about?
El Patron.
That's right.
Well, it's sad, but just last week his death was marked by a 21-gun salute, which makes it impossible to trace any connection Estelle had with the man.
So what's the bottom line? Can she void the divorce settlement?
Tell me, do you think it was a fair settlement?
No, fair. Don't give me fair. The settlement was approved by the court. She signed it.
Oh, look, it's nice and legal, but everything considered, it's highly unlikely that it would hold up for a moment if she took you back to court.
I don't think I like the sound of this. It sounds as if you're saying you can't do anything for me.
You know, I could have. But unfortunately, you tied my hands when you told your children their mother was dead. Very few judges are going to look kindly on that.
Well, we'll just have to find one that will, and then explain the situation to him.
You know, the situation has two sides. And all things being equal, when both sides are considered, the wife usually wins. And in this case, come on, things are less than equal.
What do you mean less than equal? She was a drug addict, and we've plenty of evidence to prove it.
Teresa was taken from Estelle when the child was 2 years old. Now, that destroyed Estelle, which led her to the above-said drug and alcohol dependency.
And since then, I have paid her $25,000 a month to stay away from this family. $25,000 each and every month. She wasn't exactly thrown out into the cold.
Mm-hmm. And her husband, despite knowing it was the loss of her child that destroyed his wife, neglected to inform her when the child was recovered?
I did what was necessary to protect my children, and I would do it again.
Lloyd, you don't have to convince me. I'm on your side. I'm only speaking for the courts. What specifically has she asked for?
Oh, just $1 million in cash and ownership of the Herald.
And you don't think that's a fair price to pay?
Of course not. Are you crazy?
No, I'm not crazy. But I'll tell you, to subject yourself to a court battle that could be very ugly, harmful to your image, costly, and not to mention the effect it would have on your daughter and your new wife, no, that to me is a little crazy.
Nevertheless, I will not settle on those terms.
Okay. Then you're giving her no choice but to take you back to court.
Well, then I guess you're going to have to earn your salary, aren't you, George?
You really don't understand, do you, Lloyd? She'll win. And that's why I'd give her every penny she wants plus ownership of the Herald while you're at it. Because if she takes you to court, she'll get her million, her newspaper, and maybe a whole lot more.
Won't you come in, please?
I really can't. Ryder's waiting for me downstairs in the car.
I'm sure he won't mind waiting for you a few minutes. Do you think?
Well, maybe a few minutes.
Good.
Like I said, I really love the stocking that you gave me.
Did you? I'm so pleased. You had a good Christmas, I take it?
Yeah, it was great.
You get lots of presents?
The usual. We went caroling. Ryder, Danny, and I. We went to hospitals and we sang for the patients. It was fun, because I had never done anything like that before.
So you and Ryder spend a lot of time together?
Yes. But we're just friends. You know, Ryder's a very serious guy. And Danny, he's on the other extreme,
Oh,
you
yes,
know?
Liza's brother.
Right. Danny and I are in high school, as you know. Ryder's going to college next semester. We're really proud of him.
I can see you are. And I can also see you're really pleased to be part of a family.
Oh, I am. This is the first time I've spent Christmas with my whole family.
Well, that's not quite true, you know. I remember your very first Christmas.
Yeah?
Yes. I had all these beautiful little outfits for you. And Lloyd. Well, Lloyd just spoiled you to death. He bought so many things for you. I mean, half of them were completely ridiculous for a baby. But nothing was too good for you.
Oh, of course not.
And I also remember the Christmas that you were taken away from us. We kept praying you'd be found, and there were all these leads coming in. We thought it would be any minute.
But that didn't happen. Tell me why.
Because there were false leads. From people who just wanted our money. People who were preying on our grief. But don't think we forgot you, though. Well, there were lots of presents for you under the tree. And of course, they went unopened.
The stocking that you gave me.
I made that back then, for that Christmas Day. I think that day was probably the worst day of my life. But now here you are. You're back with us. And who knows? Perhaps someday you and I will be able to spend another Christmas together.
So what did you do yesterday?
I went into the park and walked through the snow. It was very refreshing.
That sounds cold.
Oh, no, there were lots of people out there singing carols. I stayed and listened for a long time. And then I came home and read and had dinner.
I'm sorry you had to be alone.
Do you mean that?
Nobody should be alone on Christmas.
Oh, I'm used to it.
I'm sorry I didn't get you anything either.
No,
I didn't think
Teresa,
of it. I would've.
Teresa. The fact that you're here, the fact that you even thought to come here, that's the most beautiful present. Does your father know that you're here?
No. Just Ryder. He's downstairs waiting for me. I've said that like 4 times already anyway. I just shouldn't keep him waiting.
No, you shouldn't. Teresa, before you go, there is something you could do for me. Something that would be a really nice Christmas present for us both.
What is it?
I had the chain repaired. If you could see your way to taking it. I have held on to it for an awfully long time for you.
Thank you. Thanks. I don't know what to call you now.
Well, what would you feel most comfortable with for now?
Estelle?
Then that's just fine.
I should go.
See you soon, I hope.
Yes.
I was just dropping this off.
What is it?
It's something I bought for you a long time ago in New York on one of the trips I took. I had your initials engraved on it, so I couldn't return it.
An original copy of The Great Gatsby? Oh, Daisy and Gatsby. Talk about unrequited love. You knew that Daisy was extraordinary, but didn't realize just how extraordinary a nice girl could be. She vanished into a rich house, a rich, full life, leaving him nothing. He felt married to her. That was all.
I knew you'd always liked the book.
Have you read it? I think this is one of the best Christmas gifts I've ever received.
I'm glad.
I
I need to run because I let Turner's babysitter off for the day and Danny's with him, so I feel a little uncomfortable about that.
You can't stay for just a minute?
Better not. I'm sorry.
You know, if you didn't want to see me again, you wouldn't have brought this over.
want to talk about it, it's cool.
Where's Danny? He's probably upstairs. There's nothing to talk about.
Of course not. It's just that you were with your mother a lot longer than you said you would be.
Oh, I said I was sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about.
Estelle and I...
Estelle?
My mom and I just got to talking. There's no big deal.
Then it's just my imagination that you seemed a little upset when you came down.
I wasn't upset.
You took it back.
She wanted me to have it. She said that it would make her feel better.
You let her give it to you. How do you feel?
Please, I don't need a 3rd degree right now.
I'm just doing this because I care about you.
I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Everything's just mixed up right now. A little while ago, when we were in New York, it was Liza and my dad and me, and we were all together. We were a family. It was good.
And now it isn't.
Right, I know this is wrong, but I wish she never came back.
But don't say that.
Why? We could go back to the way things were. There would be no complications. I can bring that back. If I didn't have to see her...
You do. TR. Look, your mother is alive and well, and she's living right here in Henderson. That's a fact. And it's also a fact that the main reason she's here is because of you.
Maybe. But don't I get a say in this?
Of course you do. But TR, she's your mom. Your mother. I spent a long time without my folks, and it was lost time.
She's really beautiful, isn't she? I think she's really smart, too.
I'm sure she is. Maybe you should take time out to get to know her?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Rivera, do let me guess. I was playing my music too loud, or perhaps it was the selection that you didn't like.
You know, sometimes you make me very angry.
Oh, and I thought that Christmas carols were so soon.
You think you're so clever, don't you?
What I do think is that I live in a country where I have the right to some privacy.
It would have been much smarter to leave it where it was.
Part of the Bill of Rights, you know? They state our rights as U.S. citizens. You should really learn them if you're planning to stay in our country.
No, any rights you have, Senora, come from me. And I think it's time that you learn that I am the one in control.
To be brutally honest with you, Hogan,
Yes, I know. You had my initials engraved on it, and you couldn't return it, right?
Plus, I purposely came by at a time I thought you wouldn't be here, so I didn't come to see you.
I don't buy it, Liza.
I thought we'd been through this before, Hogan.
I think we have. I think we've been through just about everything. And there's more.
It's over between us. You've got to accept that. I thought you already had.
Recognize him?
No. Who is he?
He's the guy that supplied Bella, Sonny, and me with the information on the cyanide leak.
So?
So we have reason to believe that he's connected to Lloyd somehow, like Lloyd was the one who supplied him with his facts.
You just don't give up, do you, Hogan?
I can't. If I lose you, it's because you don't love me. Not because we've been tricked.
We haven't been tricked.
Don't believe it. Ever since we announced our engagement, Lloyd has been trying to find some way to keep us apart.
How?
I can't say.
You have proof?
Yes. And I have to follow this lead.
To prove that that informant was tipped off by Lloyd?
I think it was, Liza.
But you can't tell me how you know that either, right?
Just call it gut instinct.
What if you're wrong?
If I'm wrong, you'll be the first to know. But if I'm right, well, that would change things, wouldn't it? If you knew that Lloyd manipulated the cyanide cover-up, set me up, in effect, threatened T.I.'s survival just so that he could have you, I mean, well, wouldn't that change things?
I have to be going.
I'll make you a deal.
No deals, Hogan.
I'll stop this investigation right now if you want me to.
What's the catch?
If you're certain of your love for Lloyd, and certain that he's done absolutely nothing wrong, then just say the word. I'll drop it.
All right, then. It doesn't matter. You're going to do what you have to do.
Liza? Thanks for the book.
Get out of here.
I always thought you were a very beautiful woman. From the first moment you set foot in San Marcos.
Then it's a shame that the attraction was never mutual.
Oh, but it was. I saw it immediately.
I am warning you.
Oh, what are you warning me about? Don't you remember our little agreement?
It doesn't entitle you. Leave me alone. Get out! Get out!
What's going on here?